Pussy niggas, what up? Nigga, I told you my weed, nigga. Fuck you mean? I told you I was going to get. Fuck you mean? Y'all in the game? Oh, he was hurt for me. See you in the
It's football time in Tennessee.
Just made my bets in
Those
FanDuel.
words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense takes the field. Here he comes. And any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
Yeah, they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse.
He's off to the races. The 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because, Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
The Vols looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the gun, running back on the move. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. The Panthers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And these two electrifying runners can put on a show, guys.
We always talk about the importance of tackling on defense, never more so than it came like this. When you've got two studs in the backfield that can make people look silly, you better bring hats to the football.
Yeah, and you think there'll be a lot of carries today? When you got running backs like this that you can feature, you're going to see them get the football a lot, early and often.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Lets it fly on the move. Snatches it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Jones to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They keep attacking through the air. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Panthers headed quickly to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to keep a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Quick pass on the jet motion. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the extra point is good. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Trying to get behind the defense. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Pitt pushing the pace. Jones wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Going to the ground. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Jet sweep to the receiver. Running with power. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. He wants to throw. It's complete to the left. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
What the fuck is that? No.
Steps away to find some room. Short gain on the play before he slides. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll try to run for it. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Jones to throw. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Quick strike complete. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tennessee.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Miles. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And the Panthers in the hurry up. Jones wants to throw it. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Well, they decided to get aggressive. That was just third and very manageable. Instead, they saw something, thought they could take a shot, but that's the risk-reward. You don't come up with it. Now you got fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the grab close to the logo. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive. It's a big stride inside the 10. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the D deny them on second and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's now third and goal.
Third and goal from way back there. Leaves it with the running back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Fourth down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
They could make this a two-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on fourth down. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Jones to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in this.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to move it through the air. Extending the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Hit right back to the line. He's going to pass. Finds his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Man, they fucking me up.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing. Find those holes. Find those.
It's 21-14 my way, but they about to score.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Fires into the end zone. And he will take it in.
It's tied up now.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the
Hey,
second
Nick,
half.
smoke
The next
trash is
quarter
here,
from
bro.
tying this football game, you trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm, but this passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to UAB. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes...
He's going up top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you've got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more...
He's going to let it go. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's not afraid to go deep. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown ball! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
That shit sound like a goddamn cricket or a grasshopper.
Field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Pittsburgh offense is back on the field.
Nah, we'll keep doing that. Fucked up.
Just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They go right back to him. Makes a man miss. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Volunteers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Miles. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here. Marching the ball down the field and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense. You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and they can win one-on-one. You saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Finds his target down the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions, and just
there you go. Say damn cricket.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Looking for blockers. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And he muffs it, a loose football. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
Returners only get so many chances in a game. You really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of time you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Looking to throw, it's Gathers. Fires left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. From the gun. He uncorks one deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Pitt pushing the pace. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back, keeping their own end. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Trying to burn this defensive back. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The give to the tailback. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And you've already sent your punter around 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Looking for a productive. He's going for it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown ball! And the stomping has commenced. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Ricky, ribbit, ribbit.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Got it in the middle, it's cracked. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Gets it out fast. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Complete downfield. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Panthers! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Makes his connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking for a man. It's in goal. They're working that left side. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Looking to go up top on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Touchdown, Volunteer! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UTEP is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmatched. They're up by 32 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Soto. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to throw on first down. Now adjusting. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
On target. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch, get it to him so he can make a little bit of yards after the catch, and eventually that little gain, he's going to bust one of those with his athletic ability.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Pittsburgh trying to put a touchdown on the board in this red zone trip. Now the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off at the goal line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with the victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield. It's in goal. Using the quick game. Across the 25, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Going deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Tennessee. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And now watching that clock, going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the 4th quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to...
Going downfield for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown ball! And the punishment has been extended.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. To the air, it's in goal. He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5.
I know y'all people be going crazy. That grasshopper in y'all house.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together.
I just won 71 to 35.
You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Damn, boy, you losing to Clemson? Chill stream. Oh, boy, that game close. Why don't you put the 2 clock on? The 2 clock. It chewed the clock up. All right, look. Click down on the keypad on the right analog. Yeah, push it down. Now put to your left. One more. One more. Right there. It chewed the clock up. Run the clock out faster. See it now? How fast that shit just went? Yeah. When you got the lead, that's all you got to do. If you don't want to keep, if you don't want to keep scoring, if you don't want to keep scoring, damn, somebody got hurt. Not only one. Uh, Young got a cramp though. One of my dudes broke his damn collarbone. Hell yeah. I think he out for 4 weeks. But his backup a 92. You see how much time you burnt just now? When you got the ball, it was 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Look at it now. Clemson still got that black quarterback. Fast as hell. Well, why you call a timeout? Oh, 2 minute warning. I see that. I see that. Oh, he gone. He gone. Oh, where he come from? Holding. Slap the fuck over. Man, I've been up since that damn 6 this morning. I'm sleepy as hell. I probably be watching the basketball game. The liquor store. Did you say you going to the liquor store to watch the game? Why you just can't go to the regular store and get some beer? Oh, so the liquor store is closer than the regular convenience store. You stay in the country? Ain't no way in the city. All them stores, every liquor store in the city in North Carolina got a regular store right beside it. Same way in Florida. Is it cheaper? The beer. That's a big difference. Oh, he was out of there. People don't think about $1 a big difference when you go to comparing shit when you trying to like, well, I don't know, cause I be saving. We be budgeting. Watch this. Ain't even with the hype the ball. Oh shit. I forgot it only do it when you got the ball. Ooh. Ooh. I thought he was gone. The number 3 team holds on. Oh yeah, it's 9:30. The game already on.